Hi there, it's me, Sharon Nash Alexander. Today I want to talk about I'm not a weirdo, I just have ADHD. There's so many things that people don't understand when it comes to ADHD, which is attention deficit disorder or attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, something like that. Anyway, I've had it since I was a child, but I have remnants now. There's a lot of stuff that I have figured out, like ways, systems, but I lose things all the time. I lose my glasses, I lose my purse, I lose my keys, I lose my phone, I lose everything and anything. I have some things I'm looking for right now that I lost. And that is it's very hard because I could have it in my hand at one point and then I do something with it and I don't remember what I did with it. So that's really hard. The other thing with ADHD is the driving. Like some people don't have that. Like my mother has ADHD, but driving is not a problem for her. But for me, it is. And I've had many accidents. I had 2 accidents in 6 months with a car I'd had for 6 months. Yeah, I know. But that's what happened. So the second accident, I read the sign wrong, and the first accident I didn't see. Somebody snuck behind me as I was backing up. Yeah, they snuck behind me. I said it. And so I didn't see them. And sometimes it makes you feel ashamed. It makes you feel sad. It makes you feel like, oh, why? The other thing is the messiness. And people really don't understand that, because if you're messy, people just like, oh, well, you could do it. You could do this. You could clean up. You could do this. Why don't you do it? But it's just not that simple. People with ADHD, their mind doesn't know where to start. So they feel overwhelmed when they see a mess. And so when I was little, my mother would have to come up to the school and she would clean out my desk because I have crayon shavings in my desk. And then in high school, she would come clean out my locker. Even as an adult, she has come over and cleaned up my house more than once. Not lately, but she does. So I try to do better, but it's hard. So I have to have systems, like I'll hire somebody to come clean up. At one point, when I had a house in LA, I had a guest house in the back, and I bartered with a lady, and she lived back there, and she would clean up twice a week and do the dishes every day, and that was perfect. That worked perfectly. My niece also has ADHD. And she said her mind is like horses always running or something. I don't know all her issues related to it. But my mother, too, one time she was going to a wedding in Houston, and she parked her car at the airport, and she left it running, apparently, for 2 days. When she came back, the car was not running because it had run out of gas, and but the door was open. She had left the door open and the car was still running. So, there's a lot of different things and people don't understand it. I just had some cognitive tests. So I'm going to see, maybe I'm going to take some medicine. I don't know. I've taken medicine before for it. It helps a little bit, but it doesn't really help with losing things to me. And it doesn't really help with the driving, which is really my issue these days. So I have to be very, very careful, because like my last accident, I read the sign wrong. There's 2 signs and I misread the sign, and that's how I had the accident. So, it's a brain disorder, just like any other brain disorder, like bipolar or any other brain disorder. But I think it's very misunderstood. Now, when I was little, I was very hyperactive. I'd go over to people's houses, I'd jump on all their stuff, break stuff, and they would tell my mother, don't bring her back over here anymore. But I grew out of that. I don't have that anymore. I don't have the hyperactivity. I just have the attention deficit, so it's almost as if I go in a daze sometimes. Like if I have something or I'm holding something and I don't know, and then after that, I don't know what happened to it or what I did with it or whatever. I have to keep my attention which is very taxing and stressful to keep my attention on, oh, okay, here are my glasses. I'm putting him here. Here are my keys. I'm putting them there. Here's this. I'm doing this. It becomes very taxing. And even more taxing is the fact that people don't understand, and they maybe sometimes call you, oh, you're just this, you just don't want to, you just don't want to do this, or whatever. They say all kinds of things, and it's not nice, and I don't like it. But it is what it is. So, like I said, I've pretty much transitioned through a lot of it. And one of the systems that I use is when I'm working, if I have, at one point I had like 12 people working under me, and I would say, never put anything on my desk, no papers on my desk. Anything that you have that you want me to see, you have to email it. So I'm very organized when it comes to email and all of that, digital, email, the phone, what's on the phone, whatever. I can keep everything organized in that way. But actual papers and things, no. I'll lose. You put it on my desk, I won't know where it is or what it is or whatever. So that's what I have to say about ADHD. It is also genetic, like I said. My mother, my niece, myself, we all have it. And we're not weirdos. We just have ADHD. So be nice to people that you know that have ADHD. And have more of an understanding for what they're going through. Okay, you guys, please subscribe. Why do I always do that? Subscribe, like, and share, and comment. Tell me about it. Do you have ADHD? Tell me about it. I'd like to hear about it. Okay, bye-bye.